Now that you've had a chance to look at artists and see how they are able to express messages that they want to show to the world about social issues and topics that are important to them, you will be able to think about what kind of message you want to have your artwork showcase, something that is meaningful to you. So for this, really take some time and think about what issues are important to you in your life and that you think deserves attention. So with your message, there's a lot of different ways that you can go about it, different topics you can think about. You can think about global issues such as climate change or wildlife endangerment, maybe national issues such as equity in education, civil rights, censorship, or it could even be personal things that affect you in school or with your friends. It's also okay to make images about things that you think are special and should be recognized, such as your love of music, a favorite sport, being out in nature, whatever brings you joy. If you're not really sure where to start or what kinds of topics to look at, I have lots of resources for you. So the United Nations website and the Library of Congress are really good resources that showcase all different kinds of social issues that are not only global but national. And then here I have just short lists kind of divided up into different categories of social issues or topics. So poverty and inequality, healthcare and well-being, education and opportunity. It could be social justice and discrimination, environmental issues, or just any other social issues. Really, anything could fall under a message that you want to showcase, to send off to the world. So what you're going to do is you're going to take some time, think about what kinds of issues are important to you, and you get to do research. Okay? So in your sketchbook, you're going to choose 2 different social issues or topics to concentrate on. So these are the pages that you had glued into your sketchbooks the class before. So you'll pick 2 different social topics. So really think hard about this. Don't just pick a random one or one you think will be easy. Really pick something that you can make true art with, that you can really put your heart and soul into. So for each topic, you'll answer kind of these following questions and prompts. So number 1, in 2 sentences, explain what your stance is and why you feel strongly about that issue. Be specific. So let's say, for example, your issue is, helping protect endangered animals. Okay? That's my stance. I want to protect endangered animals. Why do you feel strongly about that issue? Well, it's important that those animals are protected because they are crucial to the environment, to the life cycle, circle of life, etc., etc. Okay? You might have to do some research with this. Okay? With that comes number 2. You're going to list 3 facts that support your stance. Facts. This is important. Not opinion. Facts. There's proof. Okay? So for example, having, a certain animal become extinct can ruin the life cycle of other creatures. This animal affects this one because of this, because of this, because of this. Okay, fact, fact, fact. Okay, so research, research, research. Okay, having that fact will help you create artwork that is a lot stronger. So you'll list 3 facts. Next, you're going to brainstorm at least 5 images and text that could represent those facts. So what kind of pictures, what kind of symbols, what kinds of images can work with whatever your stance is? So if I'm doing endangered animals, okay, having images of the endangered animal, for example, or maybe the environment that they live in, or something about how they're becoming extinct. What is causing that? Maybe it's deforestation, maybe it's hunting. So just listing, 5 different kind of images, pictures, things, or text that could go along with that. Number 4, what do you want to communicate? Will your imagery and message be understood by someone unfamiliar with it? Okay. So do you want to give information that this is something that's happening? Or do you want to evoke change? We need to do X, Y, and Z in order for things to get better. Or if we do this, then this bad stuff will happen. So what do you want to communicate? And then with your imagery and message, will it be familiar to someone or understood by someone that's unfamiliar with it? If someone doesn't know anything about, the white rhino, okay, how can you use your imagery, your message, your text to help give them information? Number 5, you're going to find a minimum of 5 reference images. Save them on your iPad. Okay, so you'll go on Google. Okay. If I'm doing the white rhino, I will find a picture of the white rhino. Download a picture. Okay. Maybe I'll download a picture of the environment that they live in. Click Save. Okay. So with rhinos, a lot of that extinction is because they're being hunted for their horns. So maybe some imagery of that, or maybe what the horns are used for. Save, save, save. Nice. So just different reference images that you can then look at later as you're doing your sketches. Which leads us to number 6. You will create a minimum of 2 thumbnail sketches. Okay, so 2 sketches, 2 different ideas for your social issue topic. So for this one, so if I'm doing animal extinction, okay, 2 different pictures, 2 different sketches, 2 different ideas. Okay, could have similar imagery, but maybe 2 different compositions. Maybe one has text, one doesn't have text. Okay, just getting those sketches out. So those sketches you'll be doing on that second sheet that's in your sketchbook that has the rectangles on it. So you get to choose your format. You could have it be horizontal, or you can have it be vertical. And so with your sketches, decide which one, works better. Maybe try one of each. Maybe they're both horizontal or both vertical. It's really up to you. The overall size of your printing plate will be about 6 by 9 inches. So it'll be a little bit bigger than the sketches you have in your sketchbook. Okay. So you're going to do this for 2 different social issue topics. 2 different social issue topics. 2 different social issue topics. 2. Okay? So that's why you have 2 sets of those sheets that you glued into your sketchbook. Okay? So you'll answer the prompts for topic number 1, do your 2 sketches for topic number 1. Then you'll pick a different topic. Do your research, write your stuff, do your brainstorming, do a few more sketches. 2 different topics, 2 different ones. Okay. So here are some student examples to maybe help guide you. So these were done from Art 1 students of the past. So you can kind of see how they worked with symbols and imagery. Some students included text, how they're using space, how they're using line making. We'll be going into a lot more detail about the carving and how to do different textures. But just so you can get kind of a general idea of what students have done. And your images don't have to be anything negative. They could be promoting or encouraging something good. So this one specifically, has text that says create. Okay? So it's all about, embracing the arts, dance, painting, creativity, and kind of bringing that into the forefront. So don't think your social issue, your topic needs to be like this dark, dreary thing. It can be to promote something, to bring attention to the good things that are happening. So, and if you want it just to be something, in the end, you're kind of struggling a little bit, you just want it to be something that's really important to you, we can talk about that and have that as well. Okay. So at the end, you will be photographing your 4 pages from your sketchbook. So your research, your brainstorming, your write-ups, and your 4 sketches are going to be due at the end of class. Okay. At the end of class, you will take pictures of each one. Okay, so you'll take 4 pictures, click, 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 and you will upload them to the assignment in Google Classroom. This way, I will be able to take a look at them and kind of see where each of you are at in terms of ideas and research, so then we can kind of jump right in next class to start your final drawings and creating.